Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I have a Dungeons and Dragons mystery for you. It always surprises me how deep Dungeons and Dragons goes in American culture, and how when you think you're taking a break from Dungeons and Dragons is going to pop up and surprise you. So recently, Pam Carroll died. Pam Carroll is the woman who voiced Ursula. And when she died, it made international news. And so it came across my viewing. And so I was like, well, I remember Ursula's voice, but I don't know, what else did this woman do? So I looked her up. So I looked up Pam Carroll. And she was an American actress who did a ton of voice work and a ton of live action work. And she had a huge and illustrious career, right? So not everything I do is Dungeons and Dragons. So I thought I was in a non-Dungeons and Dragons space, right? So what I did was I looked up Pam Carroll and just started seeing the work she did. And one of the things that surprised me was she played the mother on a television show. I think this is back in the 80s, and the mother's name was she played a mother on a television show called She's the Sheriff. And I was like, She's the Sheriff? I've never heard of that. But then, as I was looking, through all the things Pam Carroll was in, she was in this show, She's the Sheriff. And She's the Sheriff starred Suzanne Summers after she left Three's Company. If you were alive in the 80s in the 80s, Suzanne Summers was a huge star from Three's Company, and Three's Company was a massively popular show. And so Suzanne Summers left Three's Company and went on to this her own show called She's the Sheriff. The show was doomed. It actually got 2 seasons. It was not critically acclaimed, and I don't think it really connected with audiences. I had certainly never heard of it, but I was shocked the show even existed. So I watched the trailer for the show. And that's what you need to do right now to solve this Dungeons and Dragons mystery. So She's the Sheriff is connected to Dungeons and Dragons. Can you Sherlock it? Or on this one, are you the Watson? So go ahead and hit the link in the below to watch the hit the link below to watch the She's the Sheriff trailer. Watch it all the way through and see if you can see how She's the Sheriff is connected to Dungeons and Dragons. And the answer to the D&D mystery will be in the next video, in the description. All right, see if you can figure this out. I'm very curious. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.